So no nearby stores. Some nebulas that don't give us a lot. So I'm going to go up for this ship fight first, and we're really going to be pushing to see if we can find a store. So let's do some upgrades, shall we? Because I can start with this. Yeah, we're just gonna do them very incrementally because I want to keep a good roll of scrap going. I will want to get level 3 shields here, but I really I will never surrender to you. I actually don't really need the additional crew very much. It would be great to get a Zoltan. And this is, in fact, probably where I'm going to have to start focusing on the weapons more than I'd like. Maybe even start firebombing. Well, good, we'll just set it on fire like that. As long as we don't get halberd beamed. Which, so far, we've been pretty lucky with that. So they do have a rock guy. Yay! Now you can't hurt me. Isn't that fun? So we're doing pretty good, given the circumstances. Like I said, it would be... There's a lot I could roll with. I'm not going to accept their surrender because I want their scrap. And it's possible that I could get a crew member anyway. I didn't know that originally. Pew pew, bye bye. So let's see here. All the slaves were lost on that ship, that's sad. So let's see here, we got a distress beacon and a ship. We got a star. We're gonna go back down here. We're rolling with 200 extra scrap and a pirate to fight with the anti-ship drone 1. But the more scary thing is the halberd beam and this combination of weapons. Oh, bad timing on those misses, folks. We still got 1 damaged. We can just hit this time. If we could just hit this time. So I do not want to get halberd beamed. I repeat, I do not want to get halberd beamed like that. Oh my god, is this like the Olympic grade ship or something? Once I can take down their weapons, it'll be fine, but... There we go. Just give me something. So now we take out their... shields, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so you have a halberd beam up. That's still a little intimidating. You got everything back up. So this just means they have repair drones. And now we gotta hope we can get them before they run off. I was wondering if I should have taken out the cockpit earlier. That's why I generally do, because sometimes we have runners. And now that we have deaders. And we get a second pike beam anyway. So if I didn't want to go for a boarding strategy at all, we'd be good. And I'm going to go ahead and hit that store. Because I'm tired of waiting around. There really should be a transporter. Thank God. In fact, we're going to do maybe a 2-for-1 of awesome here. I love you, pike beam. Not this playthrough. Cloaking. And scrap. Alright, so, do we need repairs right now? Let's see here. How much will it cost to upgrade a reactor power? Just 1. Because I do want to have some there, so we'll spend the rest on repairs. Oh my gosh, that is a sweet, sweet loadout. Quite frankly. So our next goal is to get, 125 scrap for more weapon power. And what that'll do will allow us to start with the firebomb and these 2 lasers active, or the Hull Laser, which is also awesome. It's my Hull Laser 1 is my third favorite weapon in the game. Burst Laser 2 is number 2. Ion Blast Mark II is the number 1. There's another store there. I don't think it has anything I could possibly want. I have everything I need. And except for maybe door control. So, you all really want to do this, huh? Okay, go for the cockpit, whatever. Take on my Psychic Slug. I'll go ahead and have you lumber over to this room, and my Engie's just going to sit out of this right now. Because it's going to be the slowest fight ever this week. But I should be okay. Okay, Sweet Relief. It's going to be the same for you. So you both die. Go ahead and go in there. You die, and you die. See, that's nice to have a race with the fundamental combat advantage of having twice the health pool of any other race except for Crystal in the game. But it does mean we do need some rather significant healing, but that's okay. Considering I don't have door control, that turned out really well. Very surprised by how that turned out. Because before I've been boarded by like Mantis and they just rolled all over me. So you heal, and we go back. Good as new. Now we're just going to be patrolling for ships. As many ships as we can find. I will never surrender. You have a crap ton of shields. You are actually an ideal candidate for what I'm trying to do here. So go ahead and board me. That's cool. In fact, I want to save it for the firebomb right now, since we're getting boarded first. And our original strategy remains, which is to try and take down their weapons first. In fact, let's just go ahead and power up cloaking. Yay, everybody misses. Even I miss. But you know what that means? It just means that we have to survive a little longer and maybe delay their weapons firing. I can just hit them once. There we go. Take out something every time. Even if it means you have to stick an Engie on it. Just please don't miss on my med bay. I can deal with the oxygen. I just need you all to heal. Okay, good. So that room's on fire. And we need to cloak. Already an 89% chance to dodge while cloaked. So let's hit this room one more time. Now we gotta start watching the health situation. Because our plan now is to firebomb something. Probably their weapon room. Which means we need air in here. So let's see, can we get the firebomb to hit? Hopefully we do. Because they are just repairing like fiends right now. Perfect. Well done. Because that does personnel damage as well. Okay, our shields are hurting, whatever. Now the other sort of crap here is that my guys can heal. Their guys are going to have to just suck it for a little bit. Because right now, good, the med bay's on fire. And I can just take out all their weapons. Because fire spreads, it's a very nice feature of fire in this game. So we're just going to wait for our Pierce Laser to repair. There we go. So let's just start some mayhem here. Take out your med bay. There we go. And now we're just going to fight you in the med bay. Because it's not like you all can hurt me otherwise. But I gotta be very careful, because I can actually destroy their ship with fire, or with other features. So 1, 2, that fire's going to go out because there's no oxygen. I'm very surprised it didn't spread into the engine room. But come on, just take them down. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. We have so much more health than you. Perfect. 41 scrap, and we get another rock person anyway. So that was a 2-for-2 combo, as it were. So well done, guys. So there's a pirate distress beacon. I wonder if that's something where I could use another stasis pod. Because I think those can appear in pirate sectors. I'm pretty sure they can, but I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. So reactor powers first. We're in Sector 4. We really should get level 3 shields soon before we go for the weapon upgrades, because 6 weapon power is going to carry us far. We're already on the verge of being overpowered. But oh, Maloney, why are you hurting? Did I not fix you after that last rumble in the jungle? Yeah, we got another crew member anyway out of that. Those slavers, I don't think ever offered surrender. So let's hit the ship beacons, because we know those are fights. And we have someone who's hacked into our shields. There's one mantis and some lasers. If that's a one-shot laser, I'm okay. If that's a two-shot laser, screw it, we're cloaking anyway. Even though we can't evade a ton. So is that a two-shot heavy laser? I don't think so. Alright, so I don't see a med bay on there. So that guy... Oh, it is a two-shot. Okay. Change of plans. We are, in fact, going to try and take that down and then board. I mean, there's 2 mantis anyway. It'd be more responsible for us to try and soften them up. Good. Breach it too. Alright, so as soon as we can, we're going to firebomb the shield room and then board this thing. Because he's already hurting and they can't really fire on us that hard. So hit. Crap. We gotta watch our bombs too. At least we have... If we get 6 weapon power, that means we're not totally dependent on fire bombs. I mean, I probably could board these guys and get waxed by 2 mantis. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, we're taking out that cockpit. We're not taking out that cockpit. We're pretending we're taking out that cockpit. I don't really like using this many missiles, but... Hits, please. Thank you. Alright. Okay, so we got... The downside is that we do have a bunch of guys in here. The upshot is that they're on fire. And they're not going to want to stick around while things are on fire. And that's where that achievement is very difficult to get, because they will just run while things are on fire. So you kind of got to chase them down too. And now that my guys are in there, they get to run through and die. Maybe. Maybe not. So, we get scrap and fuel. That's good. Took some damage, but not a ton. Let's move this other guy to a different room. Preferably down here. So, let's see here. There's our exit. We may be able to get back to that exit. But let's go see if we can kind of horseshoe that way. Actually, because I just need to get more shields. I'm 40 scrap away from that, so it should be another fight or two. If that distress beacon's a trap, that's great. If it's another chance to get a stasis pod, we'll go for a stasis pod event, we'll go for it, but it's not going to do us a ton of good. So, asteroid field, ho. Okay, so Prepare for a fight. We are definitely not firebombing an oxygenless ship. We are, however, going to take out their weapons ASAP. And I should be able to stealth through the first burst laser first. Cloak. So there we go. A little less intimidating when it goes like that. Oh, so close. Better than the ion weapon alternative, you could say. There we go. Take it out. Automated repair ships do not repair breached systems ever. So, that means these guys are not hurting me anymore. But that was good. See, look at those fires. They're so pretty, and then they go out so quickly before they can even do enough system damage to make a difference. Yay, you're dead. So more missiles, which is good, because we didn't have to use missiles that fight. And instead of going to the exit, we're just going to work our way down. Said, stores have nothing for us but fuel now. So, giving off a distress call. Search the ship. So, we are not using our rock plating this time, but that's okay, because we have level 3 shields, if we so choose to use them. So that could have been another weapon I could have picked up, but about the only thing I'd possibly replace this with is an ion bomb, but even then, that's not our strategy. So here's a mercenary with a nasty, nasty loadout. It's going to kind of be the same strategy as before. Now we have level 3 shields, so I'm a little less intimidated. But what am I saying? It's still pretty nasty if that's a dual laser, and I think it is. So let's just cloak out of that, because I do not like facing laser boats if I don't have to. Yes! That's the one I want to take out. So one more shot there. I just really want to get it for good measure. There we go. And firebomb. And it's going to be time to transport. In fact, I could probably transport now, but... In fact, I don't even need to use a firebomb this time. Not with a situation like this, where they are not breathing air, and they're already so weakened. No need to waste the bomb there. That'd just be for extra pyrotechnics. Yay! So, lots of extra scrap. Whew. So, 55. We could upgrade all kinds of things, but I said the next priority would be weapons, so let's give our weapons a little more life first. Just don't want those getting down. I still don't know what kind of name Cussy is, but whatever. Yeah, if I were to go down there and up there, I'd be really pushing my luck, so... Let's do it. Let's push our luck. What better time than in this game? Finally, after months, someone fell into our trap. Okay, so we are not firebombing you first. Oh boy, we're fighting in our transport bay. That's kind of where I want to avoid a fight, especially with guys like these who are kind of strong, but... I mean, what else can you really do about it? Other than just hope that we can take down the missile launcher before it fires. Like that. And set it on fire, and have 2 NG in there. So let's have another rock person on standby, because we don't need to have weapons firing that rapidly. We don't even really need the air right now, we just need to have a bunch of warm bodies. That is what we need. Ah, your med bay's on fire. In fact, I probably could just board them now and kill them all, but that's not really what I want to do here. What we're gonna do instead is firebomb them. Oh my god, yeah, we're definitely firebombing the weapon room now. Because they've got all systems go. We don't have time to wait around. We don't need to have our same combat guy every time. We do probably need some air. We don't need 3 shields for you, so... Swing a hit. So get down there, brave guys. Okay, next we will set their medbay on fire. And we will cloak. And thank goodness that 5% miss chance was enough. Kablooey! You're all gonna die and stuff now. So yeah, you all don't have any more weapons to speak of. Okay, so yeah, you're screwed. Cussy is also hurting. I guess I'm fighting a mantis there. Okay, how much more of their ship can be on fire? I would say quite a bit. We can just get you all in this room in time. Oh, do it, do it, do it, do it! Oh! Oh man, that sucks. So that's why it's a hard achievement to get, because they will run out even when they're about to die. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh, too bad. Hermes missile, that's a good thing to sell. Let's get off this thing before it explodes. Because we got some good fire spread. See? 3 rock person transport crack team. That's how I like to roll. What can I say? I've gotten stupidly lucky with weapons this time. So, Cussy and Rebecca are our people. Valeria is a good backup. Good fresh body. Nice to have 3 people that we can port in at any one time. Even if we don't have the benefit of a 4-person teleporter. So those weren't connected, as I was worried they might not be, but we should be able to make the jumps because this arch is up there. In fact, we may be able to make 1, 2, 3. We may be able to make all 4 jumps. Let's find out. Stars and a firebomb just floating in space. If I wanted to roll with 2 firebombs just to get the world burning achievement, I could. Mercenary ship. Let's go to the quest sector. In fact, you know what? Let's do that for now. Just because 2 firebombs is too funny. And we can actually maybe earn 2 things with 1 stone finally. The rock achievement I don't have, plus the meta achievement for setting every room in a ship on fire. Oh my god, we get an ion bomb too. That was the one weapon I was saying, hey, I would use this maybe instead of the pierce laser. So we got a lot of bombs. We're just rolling in the dough now. So, to the next sector. Let's repair 5 damage, because we don't need to spend much more than that. So next sector. NG Homeworlds, or NG Controlled Sector. That's an interesting choice. Because either of these could have the Either of these could have what we're looking for. I'm going to go for the NG-controlled sector, though, just because the homeworld tends to not have as many ship encounters. Or we could get a bunch of quest encounters. But I want to have the option, if this one doesn't pan out, to possibly go for the Nebula. I mean, we could still get rock homeworlds coming up. But first we got to get our brain scan on. So, if I were just booking it for the, whatchamacallit, the crystal ship, I would only be hitting blank sectors like this. We get a defense drone Mark 1. But we are going to need to fight some ships, because Lord knows we're going to need some scrap. We're going to need some fuel here in a minute. So aid the civilian ship. We've got a bunch of Mantis boarding us right in the engine room. So I'm gonna fight here first. I can't consciously think of setting everything in this room on fire, but I can at least try and save my little friend, which is the name of another ship. So let's take out your big scary laser. There we go. Easy peasy. And little Ingy get back into the fight. Okay, so next is to take out your medbay. Oh, swing and a miss. So let's see here. I do not think they'll be boarding me again anytime soon. Nope. Not like that. Okay, so Cassie and Rebecca, you all get on standby, because we're just going to try and knock down their weapons as best we can. And you're about to be on fire. Preferably, we can take out their cockpit here. That doesn't seem to be the case. So let's firebomb their shield room. I kind of like to firebomb shields just because there's a noticeable impact when you do damage them. Plus, they'd have to run really far to heal. And now that they can't miss... Oh, well, I still managed to miss. Well, I can definitely cloak if they choose to fire the burst laser. Now we just have to be mindful of the fact that their ship is low on life. So we stand and fight. Cannot hope to kill them like this. I don't know why you're putting so much effort into repairing that, because it's not happening. I probably could have transported my other rock person on there, but that's where firebombs are way more effective than I gave them credit for last time. Okay, so Cussy, don't die on me. 51 scrap and a bunch more scrap. Awesome. And their ship may still die in a fire. I don't know. We got some fuel. We're gonna hit a few of these blank sectors if we get the brain scan. Great. That's great upside, but I don't want to sacrifice too many possible ship fights. Because you already saw we kind of did on whatchamacallit, the fuel part of this. But if I could get a crystal crew member to add to this, that'd be amazing. In fact, while I'm at it, let's go ahead and put my money where my mouth is here. Go ahead and have all these up. So more blank sectors. Will one of them be a, let's test your brain? No, it'll be a crappy thing there. Got a lot of blank sectors to check, though. Anti-ship drone, beam drone sells for as much as any of these. I'm just rolling in the goods today, so... Let's see here. If I had to guess... I'd say we're probably not going to get the crystal guy. So let's not stress too much about it, because I'm going to need some fuel here. I can't keep jumping like this. Accept their offer of surrender. Really hoping you'd have some fuel for me. So, now we gotta watch it. Oh goody, your ship's gonna die. With the glaive beam. This is where an ion bomb would be good to have, but we are really gonna try and set these guys just on frickin' fire. Because I do not want to get glaive beamed. That would really ruin my day. Okay, so you can do some system damage to the system you've already damaged. Cute. Alright, so heavy pierce laser's not doing as much good. We have our 3 shields up, so let's go ahead and start with the fire strategy. And our goal is just to watch the world burn. I don't know if this is the best ship to do it in. So swing and a miss there. Really need to turn off the auto fire. Just cool it on the auto fire. Oh, I killed somebody. I think I killed him in time, but I would have gotten the achievement immediately. So yeah, that's a hard-ass achievement to get. Oh, we get a lot of fuel, so I don't mind. So it looks like we might be selling that stasis pod. Unless we get some really dumb luck here, and I don't think we will. I bet it is that one. I don't know. It's not a big deal. Said if we're going for fur, talking southern now, it'd be great to get a stupidly high score again. But as awesome as this run's going, I don't know if it's in my best interest to just go out of my way for it. So we're going to give you 2 fuel. We get a small bomb that we can't hold on to, so that stinks. So if we find a store, like here, we're not going to have a choice but to hit it. I don't know if we'll make it to that quest marker in time. We could buy door control, we can buy repairs, most importantly we can buy fuel. Sell. Defense drone's not awful. Drone control does take some extra power, but we already have cloak and we have a bunch of lasers. But you know what? Let's get the drones. Which already comes with the defense drone, so now we can fly 2 of those if we really want. So the hull laser one we're keeping, but I'm not really using it. Well, I'm going to need to use it here. So we don't need all the fire bombs. I have never sold an ion bomb before in this game. But today's the first time for everything, because ion bomb is an amazing weapon. It does a lot of good. It's great in a lot of situations, and as far as bomb goes, it's pretty fast, but it's just a different kind of run today. It still makes me want to vomit a little bit selling it. So, the question is, defense drone. Do I really need 2 of these? Are there many encounters where I'm going to need 2 and cloaking? We'll hold on to it for now. But I'm not going to buy door control. No good reason for that. I will, however, upgrade these 2 systems just to have them upgraded. So we may be jumping through a giant bunch of rebel fleet here in a second. So 1 fuel quest marker in the next sector. Yeah, so we get to We're going to be fighting a lot of rebels, boys and girls. Hope you brought your hats. Aid the civilian ship. So, how do we want to do this? They do have a missile launcher, but I can board them. Let's go ahead and throw up a defense drone just to have it. Yeah, I have a really good arsenal here. I will be cloaking probably once just to begin with, just to delay the weapon fire. We'll take down our oxygen. Okay, so I want to give him one more chance to set things on fire. Defense drone, please do something. Thank you. Okay, so now that your weapon systems are on fire, let's board you. And don't think we're going to need firebomb anymore, so let's up our oxygen. And you guys are in trouble. But y'all are going to cut and run way too fast. Wow, what a wuss. Kill him. Kill somebody. Damn, guys. That's where you just need to you're almost required to set the entire ship on fire there. So 53 scrap, and the civilian ship booked it and ran. Okay, so how many rebels do we... Oh, no. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. How many rebels do we get to fight through? And we're going to take our time with this. And maybe 2 defense drones will have been a good investment to hold on to. Well, we got at least here and here. So it's going to be 3 or 4. Now we do get 1 fuel for every one we defeat. And it could be that we have to laser spam the hell out of things, but we'll find out. Let's start here, because we have not explored this jump yet. Hey, Rebel Fleet, you have 4 shields, and a burst laser 2, and 2 halberd beams. That is a very creative weapon assortment. One that gives me a little bit of pause. You actually don't have a lot of crew. Excuse me. So I'm going to try and actually burst down your weapons once. And then we're going to go for your shields. So, 1, 2... Oh, okay, so that was a not giant waste of time, but a moderate waste of time. But the 2 halberd beams were greatly ineffective, so we are going to see if we can hit with the firebomb. No, we can't. We got to hit with all 5 of those. Pretty much any shot we fire, we have to hit with all of them. I'm very confident in my ability to actually beat this ship. And we can cloak at any time we want to. We just have to actually hit with something. There we go. Take down one of the halberd beams. Okay, transporters engage. Cloak engage. So y'all are all going to be on fire here in just a second. And I have my super extra... Yeah, there we go. That is how you want to do that. And for good measure, we're going to firebomb this bitch. I just took out 2 of them. So yeah, nothing you can do. Absolutely nothing you can do. Y'all are just gonna run like a bunch of little pansies. But we only get one fuel, but that's okay. So I guess to get the other achievement, you have to literally set everything on fire. So 8 weapons is going to be devastating. I just wish I didn't have to use so many missiles all the time. And that's where you could say, oh, what if I had the other firebomb? But I don't. So I'm not too intimidated right now. However, I did screw that up like I thought I might, because I didn't remember what was connected to what. So is there some bonus for the rebel fleet, like catching up with you and trying to shove something up your butt? I don't know. It's just score at this point. So there we go, 2 missile launchers. This looks like a good time to me to really think about deploying 2 defense drones. We'll see. What? Not. Oh, I need to upgrade that some more, so F that. We are going to go straight to the firebomb this time. We are not going to go straight to the firebomb this time. We are going to try and cloak out of whatever their first volley is. But we may be able to handle it. Good, so their weapons room's on fire. That's a good start. Because the more things we can set on fire, the more chances they will actually explode later. Good, so managed to kill them with laser fire. That is what we call a double bonus. However, their missile launcher is still at large, and I really have to hope that this knocks it out, or the defense drone actually does its job, and it did, thank God. So now we can take that system down. And you know what, we actually don't need but one person to go in here and finish the job. So congratulations, you're a winner. Yeah, wow, they must be taking their dear sweet time getting in firing range, because that's... I'm fighting through a lot of you guys. So if I want to have 2 defense drones up, I gotta have level 4 drone control, or 4 power drone control, which is 50 more scrap. Alright. How many more rebels am I gonna jump through? At this rate, I might as well just jump as much as I can. Because... okay, so... These guys have 3 shields. I'm gonna go for the defense drone again, because we got plenty of them. We had a chance to deal with the borders. I'm gonna try and fry their lasers this time. Because these guys, this is probably a 2-shot laser. I've noticed these guys tend to get a little more dangerous the more you let them go. Cloak that shit. There we go. So once again, our crew's kind of going ouchie. We're going to stagger our shots and hit their med bay and kill 2 people. And hopefully take out their weapon system this time, because they still have some pretty potent weapons just sitting on the standby. There we go. So a little too powerful, one could say. Hey look, a ship fire. Let's transport into it. Hey look, my ship has no air. Let's not die this time. So, you all are being wusses and running from the burning ship. So, one more fuel. So we can just systematically take these guys down as long as our path will allow it. Good to know. Because you get one fuel for every time, so you get to keep jumping. Downside, obviously, is that if you can get caught, you can't just go willy-nilly everywhere, or you'll be stuck forever. So we're actually going to fight these two and then go to the exit, because I'm feeling a little stupid.